Everybody give it up for Dave Donegan from Disturbed. Welcome back to Connecticut, man. It's great to see you guys again.
It's great. Great to be here. We're having a lot of fun here. Had a night off last night, so hit the tables for a little bit.
Nice, too. Nice. You were actually in town earlier.
Yep. Oh, yeah. We're hopefully going to, just enjoy the night tonight.
Nice.
Sold-out show. Looking
it is. It's a big one, man, and you guys always deliver when you come back to town. I was just having a conversation a few moments ago, and, I was talking to a couple listeners here, and we were talking about how, a lot of bands now, they're getting a little bit more selective. By example, Disturbed, 4 #1 albums, by the way, in a row. And truly one of the biggest rock releases in the last couple of years. With Asylum, it came out. You did over 180,000 units that first week. By comparison, the guys who were #1 last week on the charts, they sold 44,000.
That just shows that there's still a lot of rock and heavy metal fans that exist out there, and we got to thank the fans for that, for doing that for us, and just being ready for every time we put out a new album, they're ready for it, and we've been fortunate that we've had this long career and still going strong.
What's good is when I talk to you about it, there's no fear. You're not afraid of that. You know what I mean? And I think that it's because you believe in what you're doing and you believe in the product, but that, you've put blood and sweat and tears into these records. And so yours always comes across. Certain artists are always going to sell, I think, platinum records. They're always going to do huge records. They're always going to have big releases, but, some aren't anymore. But you're not afraid.
It's obviously the environment's been pretty tough over the years and with downloading and everything, but we don't pump out product just for the sake of trying to get out as much as we can. We do put our heart and soul into everything we do, and we take our time with it, and we put it out when we feel that we have the best body of work to put out at that time. And I think the fans know that, and we, like I said earlier, we're just fortunate that that they've been waiting patiently for it, and they've always been there for us.
Dan Donegan from Disturbed, everybody. When we talk about the fact that a lot of people now, they're doing it differently. They're doing a couple songs, maybe an EP release, and then they're doing big package tours. And you guys do big tours, but, just in the past year, less than a year, you did the Sickness reissue, you did the Asylum release, which was huge. You did Decade of Disturbed, and you gave it away. You had a full DVD release, and you're still giving it away. Where are you getting the energy for all this?
Well, we're very fortunate that somehow we were able to convince the record label to give something away for free.
Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable.
Very odd, but, we said, look, we took a videographer out with us for the past decade, out on road with us, just documenting our lives, off stage, on stage, at home, in the studio. And we wanted to, we felt it was the best timing for the Decade of Disturbed to kind of give that back as a gift to the fans, let them see the growth of what has happened over the past 10 years. And a lot of these fans are a part of that as well. So to kind of go back and watch some of the old footage and see where it's gotten to being a garage band up into selling out an arena and being part of that journey.
That's got to be good for you guys. The first time we brought you into town, you played on a stage pretty much the size of this stage. And it was like rickety and falling down. I'm pretty sure one of your road guys was like, listen, we can't put them up there. it's not safe, right?
I think I know which show you're talking about.
You remember that, right? On the water.
On the water, yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that was, I don't know who put together the whole production there, but if you remember, there were no lights.
Yeah.
So when the sun went down, somebody forgot that you're going to need to see the band at some point. So we were like, stop playing, put in an extension cord with a couple of floodlights just to
nice.
Light us up a little bit. And it was pretty funny.
It's a little different tonight. You got a suite upstairs, maybe. Like you said, you roll in town last night. You do a little bit of gaming. It's a little bit different this time around.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't think we'll have any issues with the lights or the production tonight. So
you guys. Some bands, when they get to arena sellout level, they're or sellout level period, they might put some bands on the bill that they're not huge. Maybe they're baby bands. Hell, there's some bands like Van Halen that they put somebody on that you never even heard of before. But you guys never do that. And I was looking back over your past tours, and it seems like every tour, Disturbed has gone out of their way to pick a band that people will go, oh man, I don't know. You know, I mean, when we go there that night, who's going to be better? Who's going to be great or whatever? And do you do that to push yourselves? I mean, what is that about?
For sure. I mean, it's that friendly competition within all of us. But,
Of
you know,
course.
when you have great bands like Korn and Seven Dust and in this moment, you know that they're all going to bring their A game. They're going to bring the energy, and that only makes everybody have to just step it up that night. And I mean, it's like trying to be a professional boxer. You want to spar with the best to be the best, you know.
Sure.
So we try to team up with the best bands that are going to push us.
Well, obviously the results are always great. The fans appreciate it. I mean, dollar for dollar. You can't get a tour package like this anywhere else. I mean, even your openers. I mean, these are well-established bands all up and down the East Coast and certainly in the Hartford market. They're very familiar with CCC, so our fans really appreciate it. The internet rumors are already going. We know that you're coming back. That's the talk, right? I mean, you're going to be the headliner for Mayhem, it looks like, this summer, right?
Yeah, I guess that word kind of leaked out a little bit earlier than the big announcement, but you know, it's out there. There's you know, us, Godsmack, Megadeth, just a big lineup, Machine Head, Trivium. You know,
what's great is you got old and new. You know, you got new guard, you got old guard too. I mean, Mustaine, the last couple Megadeth albums, are probably the best ones they've done in about 10, 15 years. I know his energy's there. And Godsmack, I mean, that's going to be a fantastic tour.
For sure. I mean, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be a great lineup. I mean, we've been big fans of Megadeth growing up, and Godsmack. We haven't toured with them, you know, in years. It's been a while since we've done, I think, Ozfest together early on in 2000, and then we did a short run with them on the tour with Stone Temple Pilots probably in 2001. So it's been a while since we've been with them, and we've been wanting to tour with them and join forces, and now it's happening. So it just took a while.
Just on my part, I just want to say that I think it's fantastic that you guys do a lot of unique things for the fan experience. I mean, just coming up here in a few minutes, we're going to be playing poker backstage, and I think that's a great idea. And I mean, obviously, gaming is fun with a casino; it hits right on target. But the thing is more and more fans get to shake hands, they get to take photos, they get to meet you, and that's a thing that stays with somebody the rest of their life, man.
For sure, we realize how far that goes with the fans. I mean, we're fans of music too, and you know, we try to do as much as we can to acknowledge them, be involved, whether it's internet stuff or whether it's meet and greets or signings or stuff like this, just to be able to come in contact with the fans, the ones that give us this great life that we have of being able to play our music.
A lot of give and take tonight. Sold out. We're with Dan Donegan with Disturbed. It's the Rock 106.9 WCCC. Tonight, Mohegan Sun.